What's going on, gamers? What's going on, my friends and family? It's your boy PorterRock77, and I'm back at you with another video. Check out the description box there. You'll see the link to my Twitter. Hit me up with a follow. You'll also see the link to my PayPal if you choose to donate. I would very much appreciate it. But most of all, what I mostly appreciate is that you're here checking out the content. Make sure you hit up the comment section, leave your opinions and your thoughts. And then, of course, hit me back up on Twitter. All right? So, Sony is coming out first. They coming out. They just brolic right now. All right, they're the first one to show stats. They're the first one to show the results of their hard work and what they've done with the PlayStation brand and how it's been very successful all the holidays and throughout the year. So PS4 has officially reached 70 million units to customers, and PSVR. Being out in the market for 1 year, or about a little over a year, because I think it launched in October, it tops 2 million movement, right? So, Sony released some numbers. It says, Sony announced today that the PlayStation 4 has hit a major milestone, surpassing 70 million units worldwide. That puts the console on track to surpass its predecessor very soon. The PS3 sold just over 80 million units over its lifespan, while the PS4 achieved comparable numbers in just 4 years. How PS4 compares to its most direct competitor, the Xbox One, is unclear, as Microsoft hasn't revealed specific sales figures for the console. As of last January, it was estimated that the Xbox One has sold around 20 million. Wow. Sony also don't say how many of those PS4s are the new Pro model, though back in June, the company claimed that 1 in every 5 new sales are Pro. All right? Here's another thing that we could show. Game sales right here. Along with the hardware sales, Sony says that more than 617 million PS4 games have been sold to date, both digitally and at retail. All right, this is amazing. And then as far as VR, on the virtual reality front, PSVR also hit a new milestone, topping 2 million units sold. The number suggests that interest is picking up. It took 8 months for VR headset to hit 1 million units, and it doubled that number in just 6 months. So it's gaining traction. In August, Sony cut the price of the headset, and then in October, the company introduced a slightly redesigned version. So what do we got here? All right. So what do we got here? All right. I'm gonna show you another thing I got from Twitter. All right. So right over here, someone tracked down the breakdown, like year over year, or how long, or really not year over year, but how fast Sony was able to sell 10 million. So basically, the first one, number of days to reach 50 million. When it was at 40 million, it took 198 days. And then number of days to reach 60 million from 50 million, 187 days. So if you notice, it went from 40 to 50 in 198 days. Then it went from 50 to 60 in 187 days. And now here we go. Number of days to reach 70 million from 60, 175. So that means it went from 60 to 70 million in less time. All right? So what does all this mean? What are we putting all this together? One, as I've been saying for a whole year now, price is an important factor when it comes to console sales. It is clear as the price dropped, the more console sales, PlayStation 4 was able to pull off. Sony was able to sell. You know what I mean? That's number one. Number two, this console sold over 600 million games. All right? Now, let me tell you something. That right there is probably the most important metric there, because that's what the console is supposed to do. It's supposed to sell games. It's supposed to, make consumers want to go out there and buy games, So that's probably one of the most important metrics we could hear in terms of being a console gamer or being a gamer in general, enjoying our industry, being a hobbyist of this industry. It's game sales. It's how much games this product is pushing in terms of sales. How, the people who own the console, how are they going out there buying their games? Whether it's multi-plat exclusive, indies, whatever. Are you going out there supporting industry? And PlayStation 4 is doing this part. I would love to see what, the game sales of the Xbox One. I would love to see it. And chances are we're probably not going to see it, because it's probably nowhere near that number, And what this does is it dispels a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? About PlayStation gamers, they don't play games or whatever. Games don't sell, yada, yada, yada. Well, if our games don't sell, then tell Microsoft to put up their numbers, Because right now, we got over 600 million game sales right now on the PlayStation platform. And this console is going to be well on its way to 400 more million games. Because as you can see, the console user base is growing, and is growing rapidly. It's taking less and less time to sell 10 million year over year. You know what I'm saying? So this is phenomenal for the platform. It's phenomenal for gaming. Now, people might be thinking, Portorock, why do you even care? You know, you don't see no money from this. You know, I don't see no money from this, but what I do see is the same thing developers see. It's the same thing that publishers see, and that this console is selling a lot worldwide, which means they're going to have no problems making games for this platform. And me, as a owner of a PlayStation, and me being, I'm sorry, eating my words, me having a preference for this platform, there's certain things I don't have to worry about as much, you know, as compared to owning another device. Like, I don't really have to worry about losing its support, third-party support, meaning I don't really have to worry much about a third-party game voluntarily going exclusive to Microsoft. I don't have that much worry. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Like, for example, the next Tomb Raider, and we're going to talk about that in a few. I don't have to worry about that game being a year-timed exclusive on the Xbox platform, because Square Enix is not going to do that. You see, these numbers that you see is too big for Square Enix to make that decision. PUBG, you know, yeah, Xbox got it first because they did some deals, and that's cool. But people wondering if the game is going to be permanently exclusive, at this point, no, it's not. You know, there's not going to be a check big enough to keep this game off the PlayStation platform, you know. So these are the things PlayStation gamers don't have to worry about. If anything, PlayStation gamers will most likely benefit from exclusives as compared to any other platform, because this platform is just too big. It's just too huge. Now, I'm not advocating to keep games away from other platforms. You know, if the game could be played by everybody, then by all means, play it by everybody. You know, a third party, if they're able to, and they could support multiple platforms, they should. You know, they'll spread their games across various subscribers, various owners, various different tastes. You know, a higher chance of success. But in the event a developer, maybe because it's a small developer or a small publisher, is unable to support multiple platforms at the same time, like mostly they'll support PC, and then let's say they'll support just one other console, and that's it, chances are that console is going to be the PlayStation 4, simply to the brute numbers. It may not always work, because look at Lawbreakers, didn't pan out too well. But chances are, since that game sold poorly on PC, I don't think that game would have done well anywhere else. I think the game was just destined to flop, no matter what platform it's on, right? But that's what I get from high console sales of the PlayStation 4. I have less worry about getting game support as compared to other platforms. And this is pretty much why all PlayStation gamers, since the PlayStation 1 has benefited, you know? Notice how on the PS3, it didn't sell nowhere near like this. And at the end of the day, during that gen, it was the 360 that benefited from a lot of support. Getting games early, or getting games exclusively, getting content exclusively. The bottom line, you know, when you're the majority of the market share is that specific platform, that platform is going to benefit from the most and best support of the industry that it can provide, you know? And right now, that's that PlayStation 4. Listen. This war is over. It's clearly, unequivocally over. There is nothing anyone can do to slow down the PS4 this gen. There's nothing. All the games are going to come to PlayStation 4. It's going to continue to have the best third-party support, whether it's Western support or Eastern support, you know, from Japan or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody sees these numbers. They're amazed at them. They see the game sales, which is, again, is the most important metric. Developers sees games are selling, you know? Again, it would be interesting to see what Microsoft would say, but they're not going to say nothing. Because I guarantee the game sales are nowhere near close to what Sony's doing. And it is what it is. But, hey, Sony's beasting. Now it's all about more games. And, you know, 2018's coming. Today's the Game Awards show. And tomorrow's PSX. So we'll see what's coming. But another good news I want to push out right here. Boom. A new Tomb Raider game is coming. There was some rumors that it might be shown today at the Game Awards show, so we'll see about that. But that's outstanding. It looks like the game did phenomenal. It had long legs. It's so good, and we're gonna get a new one. And it's really good because this is a good single player game. It's a good single player experience. You know, it's a good character, a good franchise. They done it's a phenomenal. It's been done a phenomenal job. The developers done a phenomenal job with this. So it's amazing that we're going to get a new one. I'm looking forward to it too. I love Rise of the Tomb Raider. I just love enjoying it. So it's about time, and let's see when this game will come out. You know, there's supposedly a major event in 2018. You see, our journey together will begin with a major event in 2018. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if they mean that it's coming out in 2018, but we'll see. But that's pretty good. You know, I know there's a lot of people enjoyed it. I think it sold 7 million across multiple platforms, and you know, that's great. And that's what, you know, multiplats do if you can afford it, right? But anyway, great day for gamers. PlayStation's killing it. It's clear there's no platform out there that can stop the PlayStation 4 train. It's just, it's pretty much the PlayStation 2 of this generation. And we got Tomb Raider out here killing it. And a new one's going to come. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. All right? But let me know what you think. Hit up the comment section. If this is the first time you're listening to the channel, you know, hit the subscribe button. Everyone hit the like button. Check out my podcast I did yesterday. You know, it's available now. You can see it right here on YouTube and enjoy it. It was an awesome podcast with everybody, different opinions. I guarantee you'll love it. You know, I guarantee you love it. You know, it's nothing. There's no stroking on that podcast. All right. So anyway, this is your boy Porter Rock 77, and I'm out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Game Awards show in PSX. All right. I might stream them live, might not. We'll see how it goes. Pay attention to my Twitter again. Hit me up with a follow. Anyway, this is your boy, Porter Rock 77, and I'm out. Peace.